Geordie Retro Chasers, you know the crack. What's happening, internet? What's happening, YouTube? As per usual, welcome back to Geordie Retro Chasers. Geordie Retro Chasers is a YouTube channel dedicated to anything from pop culture from the 80s and 90s. If it held nostalgic as a kid when we were kids, I'll try and get my hands on it and feature it on this channel. Alright guys, as per usual, we have been back out into the wild of the Northeast, looking to get our hands on those 80s and 90s retro bits. Whether that's video games, toys, movies, or books, you name it. If it's from the 80s or 90s in that era, holds a little bit of nostalgia, we'll get it on this channel. Alright guys, as per usual, without me shit cracking on, let's get out there, let's have a look, let's see what we found, and then we'll come back here and dissect it. So let's go do this in the wild, a little bit of hunting, right? Good morning, internet. We are on our way to the car boot fair. If you can see in the background, we are -1, so this should be an easy car boot fair to get round, where I haven't got a little, well, sorry, Mrs. GRC hasn't got a little set of fingers trying to pick up every single toy we find. Alright, let's go do this. Let's see if we can find some of that 80s and 90s gold. Yes! Alright guys, here we are with the car boot. The sun is shining, it is a beautiful day. See if we can find some of this retro goodness. Bosh. Right guys, so as you can see, we stumbled across some retro goodness already. The Star Trek bits there. Any big Star Trek fans out there? We want to get 10 of each with these, not a bad deal actually.
I am the captain of the Starship Enterprise.
Captain Kirk, this is Spock.
The Megadrive. Dad, how much is your teddy bear?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, mate.
To the cops. One in there, I think, with a photo. They're 5 each. They're brand new.
Some of these little wrestling plushies, guys. See how they on them. $2,113. What else we got in there? Don't know who that is. Seamus maybe? Don't know. Two of the same. Should we see how much they've got this? How much are your little plushies?
£2 each.
£2 each.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Kansas City!
Right guys, got some Turtles Hot Wheels here. Has anyone seen these before? See if I can do a deal on how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4. See one? No, I don't think these part of the set. Let's have a look. These are pretty cool. What are your little cars? Pound each.
Because when it's stuck them again. Wait, look at mine, it's yours. Yeah, that's because I was getting that ever. Honestly, I was trying to leave after 20 years. Is it almost in a full on bra then? Yeah.
Oh, I'll pick them up, don't we, lads? My bad.
And there's 20 on there.
Give me 15.
Hold on.
Good. Give me that.
Anyone a fan of the Borderlands series, guys? It's one set of games I've never ever played. Tell me in the comments, am I missing out not playing Borderlands? He's pretty sweet, isn't he? What is he? Maybe he's from a Loot Crate or something? Happy days. Well, isn't he? He's slightly different. Is he possibly handmade? He's got his little nunchucks there. Big shout out, Mikey. Handmade, Mikey. Yes, mate. What is he?
You know, for your
AirPods. Ah, yeah, I thought
you
so.
put your case in it.
Ah, nice, mate, nice. Different, isn't he? Another DuckTales set, guys. Remember we picked one up last week and it was actually missing one of the discs. This one is complete. What a show this is, man. Okay, I think it might be onto another pickup, yeah. How much are DVDs, mate?
The single ones for each, and then DuckTales ones too.
So, mate, thank you.
Michelangelo to the rescue in the party wagon.
We'll show these hairballs how to party.
That's pretty decent, guys. Nice prints. Look at this fella right here. So here's another game that I've never played before. Yeah, I see the merchandise everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Again, let me know in the comments. Am I missing out on playing Adventure Time? I think we picked it up on one of the consoles. I can't think what it was. And I know it was, you know, pretty rare, but big shout out Adventure. Very often you see a switch light at the car, look, guys. How much was he out of curiosity, mate?
I want 200 for the bundle, mate.
200 for the boys. Not bad, really, considering you've got all the games, spare controller there, yeah.
Controller all up. So it's definitely worth it.
Oh, 100%. She would literally devote that. Passed up on this last week.
How much is that?
This might come home with me tonight.
Because all collectible stuff.
See, a lot of this Power Ranger stuff, Lego's old stuff is all still here. He's pretty sweet. God knows what he does. But, yeah, there's quite a bit of retro stuff in there. There he is again, I'm just not clued up on that's the man old Power Rangers. Oh, look at him. The old Hog Racing Cup. Someone's definitely a bit of a Star Wars fan. Let's go Batman's. What's your cup, mate? Try that. Anyways, not bad.
Then, I can't find them. You might be able to do a better job finding them.
Oh, I'm not looking on eBay. I run a YouTube channel, mate, which I dedicate anything to, like, from the 80s, 90s. And he's a pretty nice pickup. Not a big shout out to good old MF Doom, yes, bro. Rest in peace, MF Doom. Much 8 games, mate? I'll probably just be interested in I don't know, let's have a proper look at them and I'll tell you. Anyone in them around back there? Just to wear them friggin' dodgy strides. Proper childhood memories with the bear is. Yes, big shout out Rupert. What is this, guys? Is this the wife? No, because that was Mrs. Goggins. Was she off Postman Pat? Can I remember this show? What's this from? Any dates? No dates on it, but I've got no idea on this thing. Let me know in the comments if you recognise that.
You really are the most. I think that I can boast. You really are the most surprising grand.
That's pretty sweet. Hey.
Or you can just leave them in this box if you want.
Take a little look, see if he's got a date. It's done 64 minutes, can't it? We'll take him for a quid. We'll take him for a quid as well. Take these two. These are pretty sweet, aren't they? Pound each did you say these were, mate? Yeah.
I'll do you 3.
Yeah, I'll take these, mate. Happy days. Look at these guys. How much are your metal signs, lads? 5 each. Nice one, cheers. A couple of loose cards here, and I'm gonna go GB. I wonder if he would do the 2 for a £5. Let's find out. Do these 2 for a £5, mate?
Yeah, it's alright.
Again, guys, we find Adventure Time merch. Oh, these 1 and 2. No idea what these are worth. How much are your books? 50p. Yeah, we'll take them for a £1. Big shout out to the old Hannah Montana. And that fella. Still sealed as well. What is when these are from? Not quite, never mind. Oh, yeah. A little cheeky pickup which I almost didn't video, but we'll have a good look at the moment we get back. Been looking for, we bought a second Switch, as you were seeing on our episodes. We've been looking for a second Switch case, we picked up the sweet little Pikachu one for a £1. Oh, cute. Welcome second collection unit. It's a bit different. Not really, but definitely different. Alright guys, that's us done at the car boot fair. It's now the matter of someone's 4th birthday party. You can all probably guess who that is. Then we're going to head back to Chase HQ and have a look at what we picked up. Alright, let's go to this 4th birthday party, rock the show, then back to Chase HQ. Bosh. Welcome back guys. Let's get into this week's pickups. We didn't actually have any knick-knacky bits last week. So if you are new to this channel, when I say knick-knacky bits, these are items that cost us between 50p and about 150 at the car boot fairs. So let's have a look at what we picked up this week in the knick-knack section. We picked up 2 TMNT Hot Wheels, which is, I think, is Raph and Shredder. But kicking us off, 2 Hot Wheels from the TMNTs. And then moving on to 2 little memory cards, which we paid £1 each for, as we can see, an official PlayStation 2 memory card, N64 memory card, 2 small memory cards for £1 each. Not bad, an official Sony one, N64. Boom. We picked up these little Simpsons Burger King figurines. These are dated 2001, so they are actually a little bit vintage, 20-year-old. We picked up a Lisa Simpson times 2, and of course, good old Millhouse. So not bad. The guy actually wanted £1 each, bundled them in, said if you take all 3, I'll do them for £2. These came home with me. Happy days. Then we picked up a couple of books again, which you'll have seen in the footage. I'm going to get into reading these. I couldn't remember during the footage the game that we had picked it up for. The game Adventure Time that I picked up was for the Wii U. So, to go with that, we grabbed these 2 cool little Adventure Time annuals. Lady only wanted 50p each for them, and they were in really good condition. Let me know what you think in the comments of Adventure Time. These look pretty sweet though, not bad for 50p each. And a little knick-knack Mrs. GRC picked up was, of course, one of the old school Trolls. Little GRC absolutely loves the 2 reboots of the Trolls franchise. So I'm surmising Mrs. GRC seeing this, whether she's keeping it for herself or going to give it to Junior GRC, is to be seen, but not bad for £1. Let's have a look at the disc-based stuff we picked up. We picked up a game and a DVD. DVD was £1. Game was 3, so it doesn't really fit in the knick-knacky bits, but there's 2 to include, so we'll put them in there now. The first one I picked up was the Ninja Turtles Next Mutation. It's probably worth £1. Definitely worth sticking in when I'm on my own and we're having a little watch. Happy days. And then you would have seen we were looking through some games. I asked the lady how much she wanted per game, and you always get a little sinking feeling when she goes, which one? They're all individually priced. But this is the one we grabbed, and we paid £3 for it, but it actually trades in at 4, and it retails for 12 at CEX. So let's have a look at what we grabbed. It was a complete Crash Twinsanity. As we can see, there is the disc, and of course there is his Manuel. I was really surprised when she said £3 for this. I honestly thought, you know, with them all being individually priced, I thought this would have been the one that held the value. But no, she said £3, so for the sake of £3, bang, it came home with a Geordie Retro Chaser. Alright, and then moving on to something we picked up again off my good friend Darren, who I've mentioned so many times on this channel. And it is the James Bond 007 Dr. No Johnny Lightning car from, I think it's either Hot Wheels or Matchbox. And then the Boot Fair pickups of the week is. So we got 5 games in total. Believe me, there is absolutely no real, value holders in here. This is all pretty much just fodder. And of course, shelf filler. And last week again, I regretted not picking up a few of these. So let's fly through and see what we picked up on the old Sega Megadrive. Kicking off with a loose card of Split Pocket. An arcade classic turned into a Megadrive card, which is Super Monaco GP. A game that I'm not familiar with, nor have I ever played, so this is the one we're going to have a try of tonight, which is LHX Attack Chopper, EA Air Force LH Attack Chopper. Is it as good as Desert Strike or Urban Strike or Jungle Strike? Because I've never played this. Let me know in the comments. Then we picked up Tournament Golf. And to be honest with you, the one that I really wanted, yeah, it's just a filler. Yes, it doesn't carry much value, but sentimental-wise, it's massive. And that is World Cup Italia 90. This was the first real World Cup where I was gripped with World Cup fever. Sticker books, bedding, games, and of course the infamous penalty shootout against West Germany. Good old Chrissy Waddle, Geordie legend, skying it over the bar along with Stuart Pearce. But this tournament is what made me fall in love with the World Cup.
Who does the first ever 8-meg game, the ultimate in gameplay, voted Game of the Year? Who does the third generation of the hot arcade hit Shinobi and lifelike 16-bit graphics? Does. Who gives you 2 stereo speakers free so you hear the great stereo sound of Genesis? Just buy any 3 Sega Genesis brand games before March and get 2 stereo speakers free.
And the last thing that I've picked up this week, just a short pickup video this week, not from the Boot Fair, but from CEX. We took some of that trading credit, which you've been following us doing, and we bought ourselves Zelda Breath of the Wild on the Switch. Alright guys, that's it. That is us done. Not as many pickups as normal, and there is a reason behind that. Of course, as we mentioned, it is the Northeast Retro Den Retro Fair this Sunday coming. If you live anywhere in and around Newcastle, please get yourself there. You'll find us trading on a table, so a lot of the pickups that you've followed us on, if you've subscribed, a lot of those will be for sale on the table there. And of course, it's sort of shrunk my little budget for the car boot fairs because I didn't want to spend too much. So hence why we haven't picked up as much as we normally would. So that gives me a larger budget to spend next Sunday on some real retro gold. Alright, so tune in for that episode because of course we will be taking our trusty camera. But for me, Mrs. GRC and Junior GRC, thank you again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our being out in the wild. But for now, we'll see you at the Northeast Retro Dens Fair on Easter Sunday. Peace!